Welcome everybody to episode 30 of the Take Aim Gamescast. We're back! I'm your host, Scott Mills, the Microsoft/PC expert. And I've got on my left, I've got the PlayStation expert, Brett Wolf, with our new mascot, Ellie. And on my right, I've got Eric King, the Nintendo expert / a little bit of everything, with our old mascot, still our mascot.
Out with the old, in with
Rocky.
the
Star of the show, Rocky.
So yeah, we got.
Everybody meet Allie. This is a corgi I was talking about.
Oh, Rocky wants to give
Hey
it.
Rocky.
Hey, Rocky, he wants some attention.
She's my little beam.
We call her Smelly instead of Ellie.
No.
Yeah, smelly
Pretty sure
butt.
she doesn't fall. Yeah,
Smelly butt. Smelly
Smelly
turd.
turd.
My little Ellie bean.
Smelly butt. Ellie butt.
Ellie, come here.
Ellie bean.
Hey, bean.
Smelly bean.
Please. I'll put you down in a second. I want the audience to get to know you a little bit, Ellie. She's 5 months old, and she's my little sweetheart. And she gets her spayed appointment in 2
Got the
weeks.
little green flower on her.
So that when she becomes a full-grown dog, we'll have this video to show that how small she was.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's my pride and
Do
joy.
you have any videos when she was a little baby?
A couple of them. Yeah, a couple of them.
I did not do
All right, let's get you close up to the camera. We'll put you down, baby girl. Get a little close.
Hopefully she doesn't do a shriek into the right into the camera.
Who's that? Who's that?
What was up with that?
Oh, you have to close up.
What was up with that mirror check on the way over?
Oh, make sure you look cool.
Rocky's getting jealous. He's like, oh.
Rocky, you want me to hold you up for the camera?
So we're back from was it 2 months?
Man, it's
month and a
been-
half?
Probably a
Hiatus?
month and a half. Yeah, I would say.
So episode 30, like we told you guys before in the last episode, taking a little break, but it seems like Scott's back.
Yes.
A little vacation.
Yeah,
Yes, I've been all over the place.
I'm feeling nervous. I feel like a day one all over
Eric's
again.
feeling refreshed. He seems engaged for the first time in a long time.
What's good?
And I'm feeling pretty good too. Ellie's, issues have been resolved, and she's being a good pup. So, about to get into the swing of things before the fall games start hitting. And
When's Gamescom?
Gamescom, I believe, is in a week or two. So it's this month in
Nice.
Germany.
Well, we'll have to do another
Is
episode.
this other some
for
more
that.
cyberpunk gameplay for Gamescom this year?
Yeah, Gamescom should be pretty big.
That would be pretty cool. I know, wasn't QuakeCon? Didn't that happen this last week or something?
Yeah, and they announced Doom. The original 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be are available on consoles as of whenever that was announced.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see a whole lot from QuakeCon, except they showed like extended multiplayer play for Doom Eternal too.
yeah, they have the 1v2
Yeah.
where one person takes on the role of the Doom guy, and the other two are the demons. So yeah, that seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
Oh, that's with the new game?
Yeah, so Doom Eternal.
Yeah, it showed that P3 a little bit, didn't it?
And Eric drinking some White Claw. I guess I'm on the White Claw bandwagon now.
Yeah, it's claws of the law.
Claws of the law.
Like I found these claws, but unfortunately I can't do it tonight because
Yes,
I gotta work
I
tomorrow.
saw your text message with the little
Well, that was presents.
gift thing. Oh yeah.
The meme.
The meme.
Yeah, it's tons of
Sorry, officer, I was doing 100. What was it? £1,000?
No, yeah, he was like
I forget
the
the-
3.33
no,
over
okay,
the limit,
okay.
like way over
Okay.
the limit, and it's like,
Yeah, no, I agreed. Like a 3.3. It's like, sorry, claws of the law.
Okay, yeah, let me see if I can pull the meme. Okay, go ahead, Scott.
what's that? Oh, okay. So we just want to go over today. I guess we'll go over a little bit what have we been playing during our month off, and then we'll get into some news stories. We're into August now, so we'll get to hear what the free-to-play games are for August.
I have the meme really quick.
Yeah.
Officer, you blew a .335 that is way over the legal limit. Dude with claw. Officer, I'm drinking Claw Daddies. Officer,
Claw Daddies.
Officer, sir, I'm sorry. I forgot there ain't no law when you drink the claw. You are free to go.
Do not actually listen to that.
I gotta start using that. Claw daddies.
Yeah, give me a Claw Daddy.
Yeah, see if that actually.
Dude, I might buy some White Claw this week. I might bring some to that birthday party I'm going to do tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to a birthday?
Go down
Yeah.
easy, so.
Okay, well, so we went over QuakeCon, Gamescom is coming out. A game that recently came out is Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yes.
So Eric, you drafted that game. It got a really good on Fantasy Critic. Let me look up exactly what score that was.
Last I checked, it was an 87. I don't know. That's still what it's sitting at.
That's pretty good.
That was like, they came out, but yeah, I was expecting at least an 85. I mean, I was kind of hoping for like a 95 to be honest, but
Whoa,
but it's definitely a good one in the series. It's not so far. It's not my favorite one in the series, at least not yet. But I've only gotten to I think chapter 7 maybe so far on it. But yeah, no, I'm having fun with it. It's I like that they have they actually have voice acting in it, which I don't normally have in the Fire Emblem series. They have like actual animation too, obviously, with it being a console version. Like when they have their conversations, it's actually animated, unlike normal. Well, I guess it has been in recent entries. It's been animated. It's been really not bad graphically, but but there's a lot of cool stuff they added into this one. Like they have the monastery now, which is kind of like your home hub, and you do like stuff throughout the month now, to where you got kind of training your guys. You can either go into battle, you can go explore the monastery and do kind of quests around the monastery, like a little fishing and all kinds of stuff like that, fishing, cooking.
This is a turn-based strategy game, or is it?
It's turn-based for the battles, and then you got the monastery, which is like a just third-person like exploration kind of thing. And like
It's a tactical RPG.
But yeah, now I'm having fun with it. Trying to think what else they added that they haven't had in previous series. I mean, now they do the leveling system a little bit differently in this one, where I think 40 might be the max. I'm not really sure if you know what that is, Brett.
Next, I remember we were talking about it the other day.
Well, I unlocked. I don't know if you've gotten far enough.
I haven't gotten the master or anything yet.
I've unlocked master class now, so that's for level 30 or higher. So I'm assuming you probably go at least another 10 levels after that.
Is
So
there
I'm
like
assuming 40 is the max.
multiplayer?
You have to be 30 or higher to use the master class, so I'm sure you can get to at least 40 probably on top of that. But I mean, you can basically evolve your guys like what 3 times now in this one, whereas in like previous versions you can only evolve.
You go from their starting one, so like a commoner or a noble, beginner, intermediate, advanced, master, and then I think there's one more after that.
After master?
I think so.
Oh really? Well,
Yeah.
the only one
I could be wrong. Fact check me.
I think
the
master
comments.
might be the last one, but yeah, I mean they do it a little bit differently because in the previous ones you get to like level 10 and you can use a seal or something and basically evolve your guy, I guess you want to call it, but and then you could just get to level 20 again after that. But now they have it where it's just a straight level, so you go 1 to whatever the max is, probably 40, and you can just evolve them along the way, but you keep your same level that you've had along the way. But I don't want to spoil too much for it. I mean, I think the villains so far have been kind of bland. I mean, they seem like they've been a lot better in the previous versions of the game, but the main characters, they seem like they're very well written and everything. So yeah, I'm having fun with it. I don't know if Fred's any thoughts on it. I mean, he hasn't played the previous ones in the series, but
Yeah, so this is my first entry into the Fire Emblem series, and I'm on chapter 6, so I'm a chapter behind Eric now. And playing games like Persona, like I'm pretty into JRPGs. I want to play Dragon Quest. I want to play Xenoblade Chronicles, and I play Persona, Pokemon. I guess we consider a JRPG as well.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on it is it's super fun. The battling isn't as tedious as I thought it was gonna be, as I'm not big like into technical stuff really. But Eric was kind of playing on his TV. I was just watching. I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out. The monastery is kind of like, it looks like Hogwarts from Harry Potter. It does seem kind of like a lot of empty space. Pretty much all you do in the monastery is walk around. You can gather items and you complete quests in there. but it does get kind of tedious going back there every single time. But you need to go back there because there's ways to level up your characters. The thing I don't like is that the skills are kind of RNG. It seems like depending on whenever they level, you just get random stats.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like
can't choose what you...
you can choose what you specialize in, like for your goals and everything. But like when your guy levels up, just because you have an axe and heavy armor doesn't mean your strength is going to go up or your defense is going to go up every time they level.
Yeah.
See, and that's different from previous ones, because like in previous ones you would actually level up mostly, like you wouldn't pick them, but you would mostly level up like in your stats if you needed, because you kind of had like a specific class in the previous ones, whereas in this one you can just make your guys whatever you want.
You can change your classes at will, which I think is really cool. So every character can learn any class, so that's really cool. You have a lot of flexibility there. There's a lot of people were saying that they feel like these characters are very fleshed out and not those normal tropes of, you know, you're a very shy character, you're womanizer, you're, you know, those are like normal anime things you might see like in different JRPGs, and they're still in this game. So I think a lot of the characters are kind of just like one-sided, and when you talk to them, they kind of tell you why they're like that. But I think for some of the characters, there's not a lot of depth. I think that there's 3 house leaders. I think they have the most depth of any of the characters I've talked to. And then some of the faculty members are kind of like your heroes, and the people in charge of like, you know, the strongest characters in the game. They have a little bit of depth. And then you know, your main characters, like a normal JRPG, your main character's there to save the world, and they're the chosen one, whatever. I expected that, so that didn't really bother me. But all in all, this might be, after I finish a game, I'm 10 hours in, chapter 6 like I said, might be my game of the year.
Really?
It's a game
pushing
Resident Evil 2
remake.
It's a game that
all I've heard is like negative stuff you guys have been talking about, and then you're like, oh, but it's the game of the year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, my stuff's mostly been positive, but the other thing I did dislike about this game was they got rid of the weapon triangle, which, like in previous games, they'd have like lance beat sword, sword beat axe, axe beat lance. They don't have that in this game, which I think kind of takes away from the strategy element of it, at least in the battles. But I mean, it's been an awesome game, though. It's definitely my game of the year so far. I mean, I've played many games.
I said a lot of like negative things but they weren't deal breakers for me.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I can't play this game because of it. I literally come home from work and that's what I want to do is play this game. And it's just how it was for me for Zelda Breath of the Wild and Persona 5 in 2017. Persona 5 was my game of the year in 2017. And I feel the same way about this game where I just want to go home, I want to play it. There's a lot of variety, there's a lot of things you can do in the game. You can instruct your characters, which I think is an awesome idea. It's really cool to be able to focus on certain characters, and I don't feel overwhelmed with it. You know, you only get so many quests, and then I was telling Eric too, like you have like your main mission at the end of the month, so it's broken out by month, and you do you have like 3 weeks to build up and get ready for that main mission. So
that's a good point about like not being overwhelmed with quests. 'Cause
right.
I feel like a lot of times with these huge RPGs that are made anymore, like I always get so overwhelmed with so many like optional quests to do that I just want to do everything. But then, because I'm that way where I want to do everything, but then you can't.
Well, the good thing about this is like
it paces you.
I think it gets rid of all your quests daily.
Ellie!
Doesn't it, Brett?
What's that?
I think it gets rid of all your quests like daily, doesn't it?
After you finish.
I mean, I do every quest every day that I go into the monastery, so I don't really know like if they disappear after.
Yeah, I think they're specific for that. Come on, Ellie, you're a potty.
I think there's for specific days. So.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know if you want to take them out or.
Oh, she didn't have an accident, did she?
I think she tried to pee, but I don't think she finished peeing. I took her out like 3 different times, audience.
What spots?
Alright, well, let's continue, Scott.
Okay.
I guess that's it for Fire Emblem. I mean,
Yeah. So
I would definitely, like, so far, I would give it, definitely like a 9 out of 10 or
okay.
around
Yeah.
that, but that's subjective.
Well, I want to finish this conversation
That's
really
about,
quick.
that's about what
Yeah.
it's sitting at on the Fantasy Critic. It's at an 88 right now.
Yeah, I think it's deserved a 9 out of 10, and
There are elements that I don't like that they changed, but I mean, I've always loved Fire Emblem as a series. I think I've made that known, but there's certain things they've taken away, but there's also stuff they've added in that I've liked. Like Monastery is a great addition, just because it gives you a different element to the game, especially for people who aren't necessarily into like, you know, tactical
Yeah, that they have
strategy
really
game.
played those.
It gives them like another element where it's like, it's sort of like a persona where you're just, you know,
Yeah,
wandering around the monastery, like talking to people and, you know,
yeah.
trying to build support between your characters and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so they made it more for the casual gamer that just likes. Okay. So I wanted to go through. So I just said it had an 88 on Fantasy Critic. Of the games that we've drafted so far, that is the third highest scoring game.
nice.
Behind Sekiro is sitting at a 90 for Jared, who's probably going to end up winning for the fantasy draft. Devil May Cry 5 is sitting at an 89 now. It was sitting at an 88 for a long time, and it went up another point.
Good. One more point.
Yeah.
Get in the 90s.
And then Fire Emblem Three Houses is at an 88, so that's the third highest.
What round
No.
did you draft that?
That was your third round pick, so that's pretty good. And we don't have, because we did our draft after Resident Evil 2 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, I think those were both pretty high too.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything...
Resident Evil 2 was higher than Kingdom Hearts 3, but Kingdom Hearts 3 I think sat around like an 80.
Yeah, I don't know if either of those, or if Resident Evil 2 was higher than a 90, which Sekiro got right now.
I'm not sure.
Because that's the only one I could think of that could top that score, possibly, right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, it's a great game. I think for people, I think it's a good entry point for people who haven't played the Fire Emblem games, and this game it's been easy to pick up. They give you a lot of tutorial messages and stuff, and kind of explain everything, and it gives you everything in different increments for that. Hey, you understand how to do this thing for this month, and next month they teach you something else, and something else, something else.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming. to
Right,
start off.
it's not giving you a
There's
lot of stuff.
A lot of games like that, they'll kind of just try to throw all the information at you at one time. They
Right.
kind of slowly do it over the chapters to start this game.
Yeah, and I think the story's picking up, and it's engaging. So yeah, I enjoy it for sure.
Yeah, you need to do a classic next time, set casual, because that's
Yeah, well, that's what the audience
Up
said.
the,
Well, casual means that there's no permadeath. Multiplayer, Scott, I know you started talking about that. There is no multiplayer as a single player game, but if you connect to the online, you can see where people might have died on the battlefield,
okay.
and you can pick up like experience, and you can pick up different
Rusted
items.
weapons.
Yeah.
It's mostly
So that's
rusted.
only multiple. And you can see, like in Persona 5 is the same way, where it tells you the percentage of what people do on a given day, and in this case, in a certain week. So you can pick you can follow the crowd and do what everybody else is doing, or you can go off your own path. So that's kind of like the online components to that game.
Okay, so that's it on Fire Emblem Three Houses. Very positive reviews.
I kinda
So
wanna
if you
claw
have a
Daddy.
Nintendo Switch,
What?
I want to call Daddy.
I would
Are you all
recommend
up?
checking that out.
Got some whiskey.
Oh no,
Got some
no
whiskey.
more,
I
no
know.
more claws.
No more Claw Daddies.
Uh-oh,
I know, I'm almost out here.
that's too bad.
Yeah, Claudia.
Okay, so we've got, Brett will like this story. PlayStation 4 hits 100 million sold as digital game sales eclipse physical for the first time. The article starts out, it turns out a lot of people own PlayStation 4 consoles. The system shot out like a rocket right out of the gate. It hasn't really let up since, despite fierce competition from the Switch. This makes, according to Nico Partners analyst Daniel Ahmad, this makes the PS4 the fastest selling home console to ever hit 100 million units, ahead of both the Wii and the PS2 by 2 months. And it's expected to continue to grow. Speaking of going against conventional wisdom, Sony also reported that 53% of all game sales on the PS4 this quarter were digital. So half of the game sales were digital. So that's interesting because the long-standing knowledge is that digital sales only made up about 20% of game sales, is what everybody thought. But Sony is reporting this.
Well, I think
50%.
I think
So-
the reason physical might be down right now is just because there hasn't been too many new games lately, and I feel like people buy the new
Yeah,
games a
in the
lot.
last quarter.
Like,
yeah, so
at least for me personally,
Q2.
like if a game's been out for like a year or something, it seems like the sales on digital are a lot better, or at least they match kind of what physical is. And if I can get it for like cheap digital, I'm just gonna buy it digital. At that point, like at least if it's been out for like a year and I bought it.
And I think there's been so many good sales going on. Now, is that for the past year or like lifetime?
This was the past quarter.
Oh,
so
and
it's just for
I think what kind of inflates that number is all those different sales that have been going on in PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I think those have really boosted. There's been a lot of games really cheap. So like God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone, we're all at like very very low price points. So and they came out adding games to the PlayStation Hit catalog. So.
But it is
I think
interesting that it says this is the first time that a first party has reported digital sales overtaking physical.
Well, we know
so
that Xbox doesn't report sale numbers anymore.
Well, yeah. But for Sony at least, though, that is.
And plus, you got to think about the whole I'm not sure how it is in Japan.
There is more of a shift towards people preferring digital.
Oh no, I think it's already here. I think it's just going to get bigger as
Well, I like it better now because it's a lot better sales than when they first put it out. It was never any sales back when it started.
But for a new game though, I'd
rather buy it physical.
I'd rather buy it physical.
Because then I have the option to trade it in if I don't end up liking it and I don't want to.
That's a good point.
I'm obviously going to spend $60 on a brand new game, so I'd like to have the option.
And you can go to Best Buy and get like a reward certificate.
And that's what you guys do with NBA 2K games that come out every year, right?
I bought that digital.
Yeah, I bought that digital too. I tried to. Best Buy.
Well, the thing about that is I always buy VC, so I'm like, do I really want to trade this game in after I spend $50 on VC?
I think with Nintendo games too is they always hold their value for a really long time. So you're way better off buying a Nintendo game physical than you would digital. And I prefer physical. I prefer collector's editions for steelbooks and stuff. It's only on very rare occasions. But if it's a good sale, I'm just gonna buy digital. I can just send my ass on the change disc.
Yeah, if it's a game I just won't play that I don't really care that much about either, like a Far Cry for example or something, I don't care about getting that game physical. But like a God of War, I would like to get that game physical.
Yeah. Because you never know, these games in 10, 15, 20 years, could become very retro and people want them. And look how hard it is probably to find Ocarina of Time from Nintendo N64. This is an example.
Mario 64.
Yeah, those games are so rare now. Or they're not even rare, but the price is inflated. People know that people want to buy them.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on GameStop for still $60 for
Yeah.
Mario 64.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you're actually, are you losing money? Is it inflation?
Yeah, they were probably $50 back then.
Yeah. But yeah, so I prefer physical, but I think as the future, as it comes, this is with automatic, AI and stuff, it's happening.
Yeah, you're seeing more and more.
Yeah, and digital is really focusing. Yeah, and then I think it's great that PlayStation 4 sold. We're gonna shipped over 100 million consoles. It's only a matter of time this year that it passes 100 million sold. So that's big.
Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting statistic that I wanted to throw out there for us to discuss. So that's very interesting how the future of how you're buying your video games are. In other news, so since we're into August, we've got the new PlayStation Plus free games that you can get for August. And for August, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus members can get Sniper Elite 4 and the Wipeout Omega Collection. And I've never played either of those games.
Better yellow.
You guys seem to be okay. You guys seem to have played the Wipeout games before. You said they were decent games.
Yeah, I played Wipeout 64 on the N64.
Wipeout 64. I don't know if that's included in the Wipeout Omega collection. Oh, it does say collection. It might be in there.
Well, that's the one I
says
played.
the Wipeout Omega collection, originally released in 2017, includes remasters of Wipeout 2048, Wipeout HD, and the game's HD Fury expansion. So I don't think it has the 64 version of it at all. So.
Well, same game. I mean, same basic thing. You get these little futuristic cars you race around, floaty cars.
Yeah. So it seemed like you guys were gonna try tweeting again to try to get better games. I don't know. Did you do that at all, Brett?
Better
Did
games.
you tweet
Yeah, you're
at
gonna tweet
Lars
Sean Murray again.
or Sean Murray?
Oh,
Or Gus.
yeah, Lars Gustafsson.
Yeah, because last month you guys tweeted at them because they were garbage games
Hey,
saying us, and
Sean-
they changed it to Detroit Become Human,
Yeah.
which is a great game.
I don't really care about this month's PlayStation Plus games, to be honest. I mean, I'll own them to my library, but to be honest with you, I won't. I'm not gonna download them and play them.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, speaking of last month's games, so you've been playing a lot of Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, I just downloaded it like a couple days ago, and I'm already like, because I've been off work this week, so I just played a lot of that, and I'm about done with the game, and I think it's a great game. It's an amazing game because it's got the sci-fi elements. So you basically get to control these androids. And you get to choose. It's like an interactive drama series, kind of like Telltale Games. Heavy Rain. It's by the same developer of Heavy Rain.
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls. Quantic Dream is what they're called. Is what the developer's name. Yeah, so you're basically in control of androids, and you get to choose whether the androids take over the humans, or whether the humans take over the androids, or whether you want them to live in peace. And you get to take control of 3 different people's stories throughout that game, and just all 3 of the characters that you get to play as, I thought were really cool depth-wise. They're very different characters.
Definitely.
So it's very different storylines. One, you've got the whole parent taking care of a little kid, kind of like you had in the Walking Dead season 1 and Last of Us, and then you have one where you've got this guy who is discriminated against, and then he's in the trash heap, and he comes back and he ends up leading this terrorist revolution for the androids. And then the third one is an android cop, and this android cop is on the human side helping out the humans trying to solve the case of the androids that are becoming more human-like, and they're trying to get their own rights. And so it's really cool, just this whole, how the story plays out. Really good graphics. And so if you're into the story type of games, I would really recommend checking that game out. But it's not for everybody. That genre is not for everybody. Like if you're into shooters or the high-paced action strategy games, like it's not for you, because you're just doing little quick-time events to progress the story. So it plays out more like a movie. But yeah, I would give that game a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, it's a very good game, and I neglected to put in my top 5 games in the first episode of our Gamescast, so
Yeah, from 2018.
I should have. I forgot all about it, and yeah, it should have been. It's a very, very good game, and I'll check anybody who has PlayStation Plus. At least add to your library. If you can't play it now, play it sometime later, and hopefully you enjoy it. So I did.
And it comes with Heavy Rain is what it comes with. So it's still available until August 5th. You can download those games if you have PlayStation Plus, so hurry up on those. I'm going to look up the Xbox games now.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we don't want to discriminate. I'm the Microsoft expert, so.
You can tell us all about these games, Scott?
Okay.
Yeah,
Xbox,
sure.
Games with Gold, August 2019. Gears of War 4.
Yeah, I already saw that actually.
So Gears of War 4, that's a cool one. But again, if you have the Game Pass, you're probably gonna be able to play that already if you're subscribing to that. Torchlight. Torchlight is a very good game. It's a Diablo-like dungeon crawler game. I played it through it on PC.
Damn, Forza 6.
So if you like Diablo games, I would highly recommend getting Torchlight. It's a very good game, very similar to that. Yeah, Forza Motorsport 6.
I don't believe that one's on Game Pass. I'm not.
So
sure
yeah, that's interesting.
it's pretty good one because that's I think that's the latest entry in Forza Motorsport. So.
Okay.
It's cool one to see.
Yeah,
Get
do
on
you
there.
think you'll download that one?
Yeah, I'll probably download that one.
Yeah.
I don't care about Gears 4 though.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into the racing games, but for anybody who is, that's a cool one. And then you've got Castlevania Lords of Shadows. I think that's what it. Yeah, Lords of Shadow. And that was the 360 game because they do the backwards compatibility games.
Right.
So, yeah, I would definitely recommend Torchlight, Forza. Those are really good games. I haven't played the other two, but the Gears franchise obviously speaks for itself. It's like they're one of their most popular franchises.
I don't know how that's been doing sales wise lately, but yeah, it started out really well. I don't know how it's done since
Yeah.
Marcus
Yeah.
disappeared.
Okay, so those are your games with gold for Xbox and then the PlayStation. I think that's about all I had. Did you guys have anything you wanted to talk about? What have you been playing recently? Anything
Well,
that
Eric's will be
stand
cool.
out?
Eric's
Well,
will be playing.
I was just playing Apex Legends and was champ in my
Yeah.
only rank match of the night tonight so far. So
Nice.
hopefully get another
So
couple more
that'll
wins.
rank you up, yeah.
And then
Quite an accomplishment.
Well, when I walked in, you were playing Dragon Ball.
well, I downloaded that just because it's free play days this weekend. So I guess
Okay.
today, tomorrow, and Sunday it'll be free to play if you want to check that out. I think it's on sale for $15 too right now. Been playing Madden. Got the trial for that. I'm still got to pick up the game. I haven't pre-ordered and like paid out. I just haven't picked it up because I still have trial time. So
Yeah.
it's not any reason to bother
Yeah, for
waste my time
Madden
getting that.
20, right?
But yeah, Madden 20. So that's been cool. I like that they added those little superstar abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I want to
mean,
check that out.
that's about it. I mean, I've been playing Rocket League a little bit more again lately, but nothing single player really.
Yeah, now that...
Shocker,
yeah,
right?
Oh, right, yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah, that's why you're not a hardcore gamer, dog.
Um,
Casual, fucking douchebag.
Casual.
So here's an interesting thing you could do with the... if you have EA Access, you could do your 10-hour trial on Xbox, and then also on PlayStation, EA Access finally came to PlayStation.
Well, you have to buy it
Separate
separately.
subscriptions, though.
Yeah, okay, so you would have to do this,
Yeah.
like, double subscriptions,
Mhm.
so, okay.
But yeah, you can still get.
But it'll still be
$20
$60.
trial.
It'll still be like you get your 20 hours fixed for $60 is the price of the full game.
Yeah,
If you have both consoles.
Obviously,
You
for
can
like a
save
Madden, you're gonna
your
play more than 20 hours.
franchise mode stuff and all that too, but...
What have I been playing? Played some Last of Us multiplayer.
Rocket
Really
League.
fun. But I quit because I'm not good at multiplayer. Rocket League, I'm a beast on PlayStation 4. Add me at the Devil's Carrot, actually. Ask Jared.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
on
when
you-
is this
I'm
match
still waiting on
gonna
you and
happen?
Jared to face me and Dom. What's,
No,
what's
yeah.
up with that?
You and Dominic are fucking losers. All you guys do is play video
No
games
beast though. on
from 5
PlayStation.
until like midnight. That's all you guys do.
You're beast
so.
on PlayStation though. Come on.
Yeah, I only play like an hour a
Oh,
day.
You're running.
I only play an hour a day.
Oh, we'll do a live stream. Taking games live
It's
stream.
a challenge.
Come
No, because Jared,
Come on,
no, 'cause
Mr.
Jared,
Slime.
Come
It's
on,
on
Mr.
record,
Beast
you
of
gotta-
PlayStation.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good. I'm always the MVP. Ask Jared.
Come on.
I'm always the MVP.
Hey, let's go.
I'm always am.
What, you have one of the losing team?
No, the MVP of the losing team. Yeah. No, I'll show you my fucking stats. They're good.
Alright, come on.
But
Let's
Jared doesn't want to play
Let's
competitive.
let's
Jared's a
see stats.
casual. I'm not putting Jared in that position. No
Show
way.
us the stats.
No how. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm not. I will show you the stats.
Alright.
I will show you the
Well,
stats.
you can have Scott
But-
as your teammate.
But
We'll,
no, I'm
we'll
not
do a
putting.
live stream
I'm not
on
putting
it.
Jared in that position. He doesn't. He
Oh,
doesn't
or
want
you're
it.
not good on Xbox. You're
Jared,
only
if
good
you're
on
okay with being in that
PlayStation.
position, let us know in the comments.
No, I prefer the DualShock 4 anyways, so it's a lot lighter and it's a better controller in my opinion. What else have I been playing?
Disagree?
That's fine. I disagree with a lot of things, but usually I'm always right. But that's very subjective anyways, the controller
Okay.
thing. Everything I've talked about has been pretty much objective.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
I like
facts.
the Xbox controller better only because of where the control pad is. I think it's a better location.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't mind going down or going to down from the left analog, so you have to go down
Yeah,
hit the
it's
D-pad. No, I disagree. I think going up is better.
But-
Borderlands, I finished Game of the Year. I'm 2 trophies away from the Platinum Trophy. I'm gonna get that sometime this year.
Nice.
I started playing. I've still been playing off and on Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel. But I think I'm gonna take a break until Borderlands 3 comes out.
Yeah, you don't want to get burned out.
Yeah, and we're ready to get burnt out. Yeah, Fire Emblem. I've been playing some more Dead Nations, or the top-down, I guess shooter, if you will. I've been playing that. Yeah, me and Drew have been playing that for a little bit. And what else have we been playing? He's been playing a lot of Battlefield. I haven't hopped on Battlefield because I'm done with that game. And that's really it. I haven't really played. I played Tetris Effect off and on because that game's just fun just to do in a quick pinch if you're bored of doing something. But yeah, pretty much all my time the past week has been Fire Emblem.
What games do we have coming out in August?
I have nothing coming out. Control's coming out, but that's all I know.
I mean, obviously.
Control will be interesting.
Control is Link. Zelda's in
September 20th. September 20th. Instead of EA Access, I started playing a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda, and I liked it at first, and then now I'm to the part where there's so many quests, I'm overwhelmed, I quit. So, but I think the combat's actually kind of fun, but I mean, I don't want to spend too much time talking about a game that came out 2 years ago, and that people just have very mixed reviews on. So I'm maybe like 5 hours, 6 hours in, and I'm just not feeling it.
Okay. Yeah, that's about, because I played a little bit of that trial too, and I played through the intro stuff, and yeah, I started.
It's like the first planet. So the first planet you go to, like Esso or something, or ESO, whatever it is.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the first planet, and then that's when you keep on going back to your ship, turn quests and stuff. It just got too much for me, so I just have and then Fire Emblem came out right after I stopped playing that. So
Okay, so me, I've been playing. I've started getting more into NBA 2K19 again, getting ready for the next iteration of that game that's going to be coming out
Scott,
soon.
we've been going over the positions for that game.
Okay.
You're going to be a center. Most
Okay,
likely.
I'll be the.
Most likely, but
I'll be the Tower.
Dominic, for some reason,
The new Tower.
seems to think he doesn't want to be a shooting guard. So I don't know. We'll see. But
Well, I thought he was gonna try doing point guard again,
I'm
pure
a point. No,
playmaker.
I'm a point guard.
Oh boy.
Brett's gonna be a power forward, stretch big,
Okay.
and then Justin said he'll be a small forward
So
shooting.
Am I gonna be a glass cleaning big guy?
Well, that's what I was thinking. You should make a straight rebounder, but you're gonna have to talk to Dominic about it because he
He
seems
doesn't
to be
like my
opposed.
rebounding.
He seems to be opposed to the whole idea. So
pretty much he doesn't trust you getting rebounds and stuff.
Well, I'm not a very great rebounder. I mean, rebounding is my guy's
you
second.
need to get on and do a rebounding camp or something.
Yeah, right.
Just
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure out what you're doing.
boxing out. I think I did start to figure it out. Is that I would box out and then I'd let go of the left trigger once the ball hit the rim. But you just have to keep holding left trigger.
So,
Keep boxing it
how
out.
long have you
So
been
I
playing
think I was
2K? 4
releasing
years?
it too early.
I pretty much always hold LT.
Well, Scott, so you're saying all those times when you're like, Scott, did you box out? And you're
Well,
like,
no.
yeah, I boxed
No,
out.
what I'm saying is I
out.
box out, but then I release it too
No,
early.
No, you can't release at all.
Yeah,
Until
that's
the-
what I'm
That's how you
saying.
get the rebound.
Yeah.
Because I'd press Y to jump to try to get the
Yeah.
rebound once it's at the top, but then
You
just
don't
have
even
to
necessarily
keep,
you really
don't
have to
have
jump. if
That's
you're
where
boxing out.
I let go of LT to do the jump, and then that's when somehow they teleport through my guy to get the position, and then that's when I
Physics.
give it up. The dark physics. I blame it on the physics of the game. But yeah, so 2K, NBA 2K, and then a little bit of Rocket League, and then single player games. 2/3 of the way through Ori and the Blind Forest now.
Wait, so what did Dominic tell you he's being a playmaking point guard?
I thought that he said that he wanted to be a pure playmaker.
When did he say that?
Just passing.
When did he say
When
that?
it was I thought you were on when we were playing when we did Pro Am one day. And we were talking about
I don't recall this.
Yeah.
It's an awkward conversation.
Yeah, because you guys both said you're gonna do a combo guard thing where he was the pure playmaker and then
I don't recall
you
this
were gonna be
conversation.
the scoring guard.
Nah, I'm being a point guard this year.
Okay. Well, I thought that's what the
That is
conversation was.
super awkward conversation.
Well, then I'm being a
We see how we didn't include Shaq in our
I'm
conversation.
gonna be the first one to pick up the game because I'm on vacation. I'm texting her, I got my point guard made. Look at this.
I know. Well, I'm on vacation that day too. I'm sure Dom's taking that day. I think we're all taking that day off probably.
That's September
6th.
6th. Yeah.
Friday.
Okay, and then they'll probably have the Prelude come out a week before.
We
or
gotta do that,
something.
yeah. Well, I guess that'll be the big thing is the week before the
Yeah.
prelude.
It's kind of early on Friday. The prelude.
But yeah, I'm really liking Ori and the Blind Forest. Not to like just completely switch, but on the games that I've been playing. So I'm past where Eric's spot that he streamed at was. It probably took me about the same amount of time to beat it as
Jeez, Eric, that's bad for you.
Well, I'm not playing on easy either.
I would say
You're playing easy?
I was playing on normal, but I would say it's a little easier than Celeste. It's still fairly difficult though.
Well, no, it's easy for the most part. Except for that one part. There's another part like that when you get to the 2/3 part when you do the next really?
element. There's
I'm
another
gonna let
part
Elliot
where
really
there's a
quick.
long section that you have
You're
to.
gonna
Let Ellie out really quick. Are we going to fantasy football soon?
Well, yeah,
Probably.
it's gonna be a separate video, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, anything else, Scott?
And then of course I talked about Detroit Become Human.
Okay.
So those are all the games that I've been playing.
What's the next one you're
That's
gonna
what
play?
we've been up to.
Next
what's the
one's
next-
next one for me and Brett Zelda, I think. Once they
Borderlands
get
3.
Oh, you got Borderlands 3, yeah.
I'll probably get Borderlands 3.
Ah, okay, we got
But
Borderlands.
definitely the one I'm most excited for still this year is the Outer Worlds. I definitely want to get that when that comes out.
Did you ever play Fallout?
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I guess it's supposed to be like Fallout New Vegas, kind of, so.
Yeah, because they developed that, so I would assume it would be like that.
Looks like it. I saw some gameplay.
Mhm.
Is that it?
I think so.
Alright, let's wrap it up.
All right. Do we need Brett for the wrap up? Okay.
He's screwing around with Ellie.
Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode 30. We're glad that we were able to come back, that we were refreshed and able to do this episode. We're still probably just gonna do these periodically. Maybe we'll do
After Gamescom, probably.
we'll do one after Gamescom.
Probably next
Hopefully,
one.
we can do them once a month or so.
We'll be bringing fantasy
another-
football videos, maybe.
That's right. So if you care about our fantasy football league, stay tuned to that video.
You get to see the champ every week in that video. So
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments anything we can do to improve on future
Let
videos.
us know any boring
Yeah.
parts that you found, and
so that we can cut that out in the future.
like the whole video.
Just focus on the good parts. Maybe there is one good part.
but thanks for you guys for watching.
Hopefully.
Thanks for sticking with us during our hiatus. We'll still be posting stuff on Twitter. Subscribe,
Yeah.
and leave comments below your thoughts.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.